overlooked, a cafe. I have seen this on Instagram, and it's been so popular. We should totally go here. OMG, this is so aesthetic. I love the vibe. Why don't we click some pictures? The coffee tastes kinda bland, though. I don't really like black coffee, but this one is only popular for its black coffee. Let's go. We need to go cafe hopping.
"14 minutes. That's how long the average cafe date lasts before someone's back outside. The coffee is still warm, the seat is still cold, and I'll be honest, I do this too. I love coffee, I love the whole ritual behind it, and I still catch myself doing the exact same thing that I'm about to explain to you. So please don't view this as Gen Z is bad or this trend shouldn't be happening and it's a hate video behind cafe hopping culture. Rather, view this video as, why do any of us do this in the first place? Why do we go to a cafe only to leave that cafe? The easy answer is, it's performative, it's shallow. Nobody is present anymore. Everybody is on their phones all the time. Yeah, cool. But that doesn't actually explain anything. It doesn't explain why is it cafes specifically. And it doesn't explain the restlessness. Why the second one's photo is taken, you're already thinking of, okay, where is the next place? You see, shallow is merely a vibe. It's not a mechanism. And if we want to find the real answer, yes, I will be going back to my biology roots and try to find that answer. So let's go. There is this theory in animal behavior called the marginal value theorem. Basically, an animal feeding in one patch of food will leave that patch even if there is food left. The moment the rate of return drops below what it could get somewhere else. And yes, it's not about running out of food. It's about the diminishing returns. Now, watch a cafe hopper through that lens. The nutrient isn't that coffee, it's the shot, the aesthetic, the content. The second that's extracted, the picture's taken, the vibe's been logged, the value of staying in that patch basically crushes. So what do? You leave. Not because you are shallow, because you are foraging and that patch is depleted. I want to put a question for you. Think about the last time you left a place quickly. It can be a cafe, a store, or even a conversation. Were you actually done, or had the return just dropped? While I was thinking about this topic, I was trying to find a pattern as to what actually happens when people go cafe hopping or when they click those aesthetic shots. And I realized that cafes didn't get pretty by accident. There is a reason why every third cafe now has the same arched doorway, the same pampas grass, and the same one wall that's clearly built for the camera and nothing else. That's not the interior design anymore. It's more like a bait if I can say that. Cafes are competing to be the most harvestable patch because the algorithm rewards discovery, not loyalty. Nobody is going viral for I have been coming here for years and the coffee tastes amazing. They are going viral for the fact that they have found this hidden gem, and if you're in that place anytime, you should go and visit that hidden gem. So cafes gets optimized for a 4-minute visit, not a 40-minute stay, which means that this is the part that should bother you. The space is being built to make you leave faster. In other words, the business model isn't come, sit with us. It's come minus, post, and go so the next 50 people see it and do the exact same thing over and over and over again. That is not a coincidence. It's more like a corporation reading the incentive structure correctly and building exactly according to it. And honestly, I've noticed this pattern not just in cafes. Why don't you watch any day in my life video? It can be a study tube, corporate girlies, CEOs on a podcast. There is always a coffee cup in frame. Always the oat milk, latte b-roll, always someone talking about locking in with a coffee in hand like it's a productivity, fuel, and personality trait in one prop. And again, I want to reiterate the fact that this is not incidental. Coffee's been rebranded from a mere drink to a status signal for discipline. The CEO with the 500 rupees latte talking about waking up at 5 a.m. isn't selling you that coffee. He's selling you the idea that consumption equals competence. And Gen Z, raised entirely inside content, absorb that. The coffee isn't the point that I'm talking about. Being seen holding the coffee in the right patch is exactly the point that I'm trying to make here. So now you have got two systems stacking on top of each other: the foraging instinct that we talk about, the novelty seeking experience, finding this hidden gem, and the status performance. Coffee seen as a productivity cosplay. Mind you, it's the same cup of coffee we are talking about, but two totally different economics engines are feeding into it. Underneath both of these, there is an actual chemical hook that I don't think anybody is talking about. It's like it's in the background and it's just a background noise. Nobody really cares, even though we have all read about it, we have all studied about it. Yes, I'm talking about caffeine. Caffeine is genuinely physiologically addictive. Mild withdrawal, real dependency, and the whole cycle. So you have got a biological loop, that is the caffeine dependency, which is in fact a real thing. People can in fact get addicted to coffee. Then we have a psychological loop that is going in the same place, which is about novelty seeking, the dopamine, the new cafe equals new hit. Habituation makes the old cafe a little bit boring, so you go out and look for new places to try out. Apart from that, as we discussed, there is an economic loop. Cafes being designed to be depleted fast on purpose. Next, we talk about the social loop. Coffee seen as a productivity signal, borrowed from study tube, culture, and CEOs. I want to emphasize that these are four completely different systems. We have got biology, we have got psychology, we have got business and social status, all pushing in the exact same direction. Go, forage, post, leave, and keep repeating the same cycle. And here's the part where I will be honest. I love good coffee. I love a nice cafe, and I still find myself standing outside one doing math like, okay, is this 300 rupees coffee really worth it? or am I just buying for the patch or for the coffee? And half of the time I simply walk away. Not because I don't want it, because somewhere I clocked that I wasn't really paying for that coffee, but for the experience, for that foraging trip. And that shouldn't be seen as a weakness, because that's just noticing the system for what it is. So, next time you see someone leave a cafe in merely 15 minutes, coffee being half finished, ask yourself, are they shallow, or are they just a efficient forager in an ecosystem that was built on purpose, biologically, economically, and socially, to make them move fast? Maybe the real question isn't why can't Gen Z sit still anymore. Maybe it's who actually benefits from the fact that none of us can.
You bring me down for all to see, then switch it up and treat me right. You promise sun, but you bring rain. I still love what you do to me. The highest highs, the lowest lows. You take me to every extreme. Can't get enough, please let me be. But I love what you do to me. From me, yeah.